You're listening to the Electronic Media Collective Podcast Network. Yeah, it's a mouthful. For more great shows like the one you're about to enjoy, visit electronicmediacollective.com. And now, our feature presentation.
Welcome to Comics with My Kids podcast, the official podcast for the comicscornerbox.blogspot.com. I'm your host, Matt D, and today I'm with
Logan D.
Today we're talking about Secret Coders, written by Gene Luen Yang, Gene Luen Yang, and Mike Holmes. So, Logan, have you ever heard of Secret Coders before?
No.
And you're a big fan of coding, so I thought you might be interested in a comic book that is geared towards coding. And why don't you go ahead and tell us a little bit about what is Secret Coders?
So in this book, this one girl named Hopper goes to this brand new school which she hates, but she just rolls with it, and then she makes a friend there, and they hack into the janitor's closet and find this robot turtle that they use to, that the janitor uses to clean all the leaves off at night.
What leaves?
In the front of the school, so that he doesn't have to. He has a little robot.
What's the coding part of Secret Coders?
He has a paper that's got a specific thing on it, so when you say it, it knows the code already. It's like a code that gets put into this robot and he'll move. Like, you can say PD and he'll pull out a little, leaf blower and blow it. And
So
you like say 15 steps forward, then he'll count 1, 2, 3, 4, like that.
Okay.
And then you can say turn 90 degrees left, and he'll turn that way.
Well, what is the main story mostly about? I mean, they find this turtle, but what story comes from the turtle?
They start figuring out, why does he have this? And there's these weird birds, and they learn a code with them.
Oh yeah.
So there's block of 8. There's a tower of 8, a tower of 4, a tower of 2, and a tower of 1. They have to be completely full or completely empty. So every time it's completely full, that means the eye's open. So if they see the number 7, it fills up 3 of the rows, so 3 of their eyes open.
Okay.
They have eyes.
4 eyes? That's kind of neat.
Yes, and never show them 15. If you show them 15, they go in attack mode.
Oh, really? So are the birds also robots, or are they just birds?
They're robots.
Oh, they are?
And they're programmed to, when they see numbers, that they change.
How do they change?
Their eyes.
Oh, okay, I see. They open and close their eyes?
And so,
is that how they communicate as well?
No. And, on the school, there's giant numbers, there's giant 9s on the school. And if you were to have 9, it would fill up the 8 box completely and the 1 box 1, so it would make it look normal.
So where are these boxes that you're referring to?
It's not a real box.
Oh, it's how you figured out the code?
Yeah,
I see.
It's a binary code.
Okay. Well, so you said it's a binary code. Is there a special name for it?
Binary?
I know, but they say in the book there's like a special kind of binary name for it.
What?
Like bird binary.
Okay.
Listen to I thought it was pretty clever alliteration. Bird binary. All right. So what else can you tell me about the book?
So once they figure it out, the one boy steals it, and so start to play with it. Then one night.
Wait. Are we going back to the turtle?
Yeah.
Okay. And who's the boy's name?
Ned.
Ned? All right.
Ned. N-I-D.
N-I-D? Are you sure? Or I thought it was E-I-N.
Yeah, it's E-I-N.
Yeah.
E-N-I.
E-N-I. So, In. Yeah.
So, In steals it and then they, play with it a little bit. Then that night, they, start to do things with it, and then the janitor captures them. And now they're in their own puzzle. And now they're in a little puzzle. If they solve it, they're let out, and it kept a secret. If not, they're trapped in there forever.
Oh, really? Wow. So the janitor, he's like this, coding genius or something?
Yes. And so he created this, like, hexagon sun with some lines on it. So they'd have to say the code exactly right.
And then that's how they get out of the room that they're in?
Maybe. Don't forget I said that part. Delete that out.
All right. So does the book then leave it end on a cliffhanger where we have to get the next book? Or
Yes.
Oh, okay. Cool. So other than the bird binary, did you learn about any other coding tricks in the book?
No.
No? Just the bird binary? And then how you also learned how like code works on a robot, using steps and everything?
Yeah.
Cool. So what do you think of the art?
I thought it was pretty cool, and it's more of like a cartoon art.
Okay. So kind of like the same lines as Hilo or
Yeah.
Captain Underpants?
Maybe it's been a while since I read that.
Gotcha. What about the color? I mean, I noticed as you're flipping through here, it seems like
It's not colored.
it's in
It's in
black, white, and green.
white and green.
Or is that teal?
Black, green, and gray.
Gotcha. Another interesting thing as I flip through the book, I noticed that these birds show up on each of the chapters. Is there?
Yeah.
Are they all? And they're
It's using bird binary.
bird binary for each chapter. So
So like chapter 1, the left eye is open.
Okay.
Chapter 2, the second eye is open because it fills up the 2, and then 3. I forgot what 3 was.
Well, isn't it 8, 4, 2, and 1?
Oh yeah, so it fills up the 2. It fills
So
up the.
that's chapter 2. So the first 2 eyes are closed, the third one is open, and the last eye is closed.
Yeah, the first eye is closed, the second eye is open, and then the other 2 are closed.
But then that would be 4.
No.
Because you said this is 1, 2, 4, 8, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this should be chapter 2.
That's 2.
Yeah.
And then, if you open up, then you open up that eye.
That's then chapter 3, because there would be the 2 right eyes are open and the 2 left eyes are closed.
Yes.
That's kind of cool. I like how they have the bird binary set up. You know what we should probably do? Is we should probably come up with our own bird binary code to use. Well, no. I mean, like, come up with like a cool game or something with bird binary.
Oh.
Oh, and I see they used chalk and pennies to explain what bird binary was. That's kind of clever.
Yep. But you always multiply it by 2.
Right.
4 boxes starting with 1. So the next box is 2, then the next box is 4, and then the next box is 8.
Yep.
And if it won again, it would be 16, but they don't have 5 eyes.
Gotcha. So who discovered the bird binary code?
Ing.
Ing? Okay.
Yeah, he learned a little bit of binary, and then when one of the birds saw Hopper's earring that said 7, its eyes changed. And since Ing's father was a coder and showed him that code once, he knew it.
Oh, cool. So after reading this, does it make you want to code more?
Yes. Oh, I still gotta work on my shooting star code.
Gotcha. Well, from what I understand, Gene Luen Yang, and I'm sorry if I'm butchering his name, was a coding teacher, and he came up with this book, or this story, to help promote coding in school. And what's really neat is now Gene has gone on to write other great comic books like Superman and the Hulk and several other modern day superheroes. Before that, he was a regular teacher. So
that means a regular teacher can become a famous writer.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, is there anything else you want to talk about for secret coders?
Well, when the birds have their left eye and right eye open, it looks like it has a mustache.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, because they drew him with like little.
Yeah, it shows where the eyes are closed and a little line. So it looks like 2 eyes and little lines in the middle.
Gotcha.
First when I didn't understand that it had 4 eyes, I thought it was mustache birds.
Nice.
Why do those birds have mustaches?
Cool. All right, buddy. Well, the usual rating system. Is it a buy, borrow, or forget about?
I'd say buy.
Yeah? I would say borrow.
I'm just gonna think about it. Yeah, this makes sense.
I mean, it's definitely, I don't know if it's a book that you'd read over and over again, but it's definitely a book that you'd probably want to read once or twice.
Yeah,
so,
but if you, buy the whole series, then you could read the series over and over again.
True.
And since it's a cliffhanger, you won't know the entire story, unless you get them all.
And that's true. Buy for you and a borrow for me. All right, folks. Well, thanks for listening to this review of Secret Coders by Gene Luen Yang and Mike Holmes. I am so sorry for butchering his name. Catch more of our show on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, and our website, thecomicscornerbox.blogspot.com. This show is part of the EMC Network and recorded at Down Studio.
You could go to the AMC Network. You can watch TV while podcasting.
If you like this show, give us a rating and review at Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, and that's about all I got. So, thank you folks for listening, and have yourself
and our website.
A nice night.
Are you still here? Go home. Stop listening. Show's over. Go home.